Those out there, um, I hope you're all having a blessed day. I'll start by introducing myself. I'm Ashley Cheltenham. Since I was a little boy, I was always passionate about astrology and music. I took them both very seriously as I found that they were always consistent in my life through the good and the bad. They helped me get through. So I'm on this journey through life, and knowing how hard life can be, I thought I should impart some of the knowledge that I have to help others, especially music others, as music artists, as um, music fuels my passion for astrology even more. So I've put together a series of videos to help each sign learn about themselves so you can grow and achieve more as an artist. I'll start with a brief description about you. Leos are warm, action orientated, and driven by the desire to be loved and admired. As a Leo, you have an air royalty about them, about you. You love to be in the limelight, which is why many of you make a career in performing arts. Um, the personality of a Leo um, is made up of positive and negative traits. So I'll take you through your positives and then I'll tell you about your negatives. And at the end of the video, I'll give you some homework. So yeah, we'll go through your positives now. Excuse me. Um, Leos are kind and big-hearted. So you are the lion, and you're always admired for your kindness and helpful nature. Um, as big-hearted as you are, you'll graciously shower love and affection on people. Um, as an artist, that's definitely something that you need to have, isn't it? It's definitely something that will help propel you um, into the stratosphere in your career, because people respect kindness and somebody that's helpful. So if you can incorporate your personality into your music, then that's exactly what is going to get you fans and get you attention, because you'll graciously shower your fans and the attention you get with love and affection, and it's going to be genuine. So that will help propel you and help you climb the ladder of success. So never throw that away about you. I know that can sometimes you feel that your kindness is being taken for weakness, or that people are not really appreciating the affection that you give them, but ultimately that's just a weakness on their behalf, isn't it? um, that's not one of your weaknesses, it's definitely one of your strengths. So that's not something that you should just throw away because of what other people believe. It will help you get to where you need to be, especially as an artist. So keep that with you. You're energetic. Hey, you definitely need that to be a successful artist in the industry. Um, since your ruler, your planet, which I'll talk more about later on, other than in this video, is the sun, though. You have a source of infinite energy. So as a Leo, you are such an energetic individual, and you spread the positive vibes around. You like to, whoever you're around, you want to be positive. You want to be how you're feeling to be infectious. Um, you need that in the industry, because people are going to want somebody around them that's going to be affectionate, and someone that's got enough energy to pass it over to them, so they can be, yeah, when I'm around this person, this particular individual who's a Leo, they um, they work hard, and their energy is so on top that it passes on to me. Um, you're also optimistic. You're ones that see the glass as half full. As a Leo, you don't get easily disheartened by disappointments and setbacks. You will always try to come out on top. well, that's an admirable quality because you know in the music industry, setbacks and failure are pretty much written in in your future. Nothing ever goes to plan in life anyway, especially in the music industry. And the fact that you don't let setbacks and failure dishearten and disappoint you, that makes you a very strong individual. You're definitely going to need that. Um, you know, use that to your advantage. Strive, work hard, and it it keep that as part of your personality, no matter how difficult it gets, because that is what will allow you to get to the next level. You're also very straightforward. Um, Leos like to be quite frank about what you want to say. Mincing words is not your thing. You don't really like to let people think there's any room for you to mean anything else other than exactly what you're saying. And you know, you need that in the industry. Once again, you need to be strong in your communication. You need to be able to express what you're saying to people and allow allow people to be like, yeah, I totally understand what he's saying, because you know if they don't, or she's saying, if they don't understand where you're coming from, there's room for error. There's room to say I didn't understand A, B, and C. So you don't really want them kind of mishaps, and the fact that you don't allow that, that will, you know, that just, it keeps things nice and simple for you. Some people are not going to like your straightforwardness. There is a way to be straightforward. You don't have to be rude while being straightforward, but it's a great quality to have. You know, business men and women have to be straightforward, and as an artist there's no reason why you shouldn't be straightforward as well. You're also loyal, very loyal, fiercely loyal, in fact. While you demand loyalty from people associated with you in any which way, you are also loyal and a trustworthy individual. Why, there's no way you're going to demand loyalty from somebody else and not give them exactly what you're asking for in return. Um, that's commendable, because you're definitely going to come across people that are phony loyal, that are fake loyal, pretend to be there for you, pretend to be trustworthy individuals, and they're not. But um, the fact that you demand that kind of loyalty in return is something that will help weed out a lot of the snakes that you may come across, that would potentially, if you didn't demand that kind of loyalty and trustworthiness from an individual, they would get to be in your life a lot longer than they deserve. So definitely never compromise your loyalty and trustworthiness from yourself or from what you expect from another individual, because you know, you should be, people should treat you how you treat them. And if you're treating an individual with nothing but loyalty and trust, then there's no way that you don't deserve the same thing in return. So if you feel that you're not getting that, then you know that you've got some thinking and decisions to make. I'm going to tell you about your negative traits now. The only reason I'm incorporating negative traits is because, you know, you have to learn what you could be doing wrong around people and in your career. And, you know, negatives aren't just negatives, they help build on your strengths and your weaknesses as well. So it's definitely a good thing to have the knowledge of knowing exactly what can, what should be worked on in yourself. One of them is that you're very headstrong. You're opinionated, and it takes a lot of convincing to make you change your stance. So, I mean, again, that does show that you can be convinced. So you can compromise. It's just that you don't compromise straight away. It takes a little bit of work and a little bit of time, and that's an admirable thing at the same time. But you don't want to be too headstrong, because obviously the people that, especially in the industry, the people that you choose to have around you or have to have around you on your team, um, their opinions and their views are just as important as yours. And you never know, incorporating, or compromising with somebody else's view along with yours may create that magic that you need to create that wonderful song, or that beat that's off the chain, or whatever it is that makes you have to work with that particular individual. Finding a compromise and a balance, and not being too headstrong about some things will can create a very powerful remedy for a success. So always try to think about whether you're being too headstrong or whether it's the right time to be headstrong. You can also be egotistical. Yes, you can. You have a huge but fragile ego, which often gets hurt over trivial matters. Um, your ego sometimes becomes a hurdle in your path to success. You need to really work on that out of a lot of the negatives that you have. Not a lot, but the negatives that you have. You need to work on that, because to be successful, you cannot be egotistical. You cannot have a fragile ego in the music industry, because people are going to talk about you. People are going to give their opinions. People are going to say whatever they want to say about you. What really matters is knowing who you are, what you want, and why you want it. From your stable with those very three things, opinions won't affect your ego, nor will it ruin your chances of success. So try not to have too much of a fragile ego. Try to understand why your ego is fragile, if that makes sense. Um, Learn about yourself. Like, the fact that you're watching this video now shows that you want to learn more about yourself. So that's definitely a good thing. Continue doing that, and you'll eventually learn to have less of a fragile ego, because it does need to lessen, because, like, as I said, you don't want to damage your path to success. And as a musician, an artist, that's very, very important. Success is very important. And you have all the gifts and tools that it takes to be successful. So you need to know these necessary things, like your ego and your being over opinionated and headstrong. You're also very dominating. Um, you like to control situations and expect people to follow them. Your dominating nature may not go down well with everyone, because some people are just going to be like, no, especially if there's like another Leo in the room. They're going to be like just like you, and then it's just like a disaster, because no one's going to back down. No one's going to be like, um, yeah, my opinion, I like your opinion over mine. So yeah, try not to be too dominating around people constantly, because um, you know people they can lead you into a better direction. It's okay to not be. I'm not going to call you a follower, because you are a leader at the end of the day. But it's okay to let somebody else lead while you observe their leadership and see where um, it can take you. You know, you have to. We all learn from each other at the end of the day. So don't be too much in control. But at the same time, you it's a good thing that you are wanting to control the situations around you, because it cuts out a lot of the mess that you don't really want in life. But again, it's a double-edged sword, because it can cut out a lot of exactly what you need in your life. So work on that as well. You can be impatient and arrogant. So you want to get things done and over with as soon as possible. and your the importance leads you to unnecessary anxiety and even failures and disappointments. And when that happens, you tend to become self-centered, and at times you would become harsh and say things without considering the fact that you've hurt somebody else, right? So, you know, and as a Leo, you have a big heart, and I'm sure that the people that are around you, or that the team that you build and create, you're not going to want to hurt them. Um, you're not going to want them to not want to work with you or be around you. That comes into your, your loyalty and your trust. You're going to expect them to still be there for you, and that's a very high expectation to have, because saying harsh things and being impatient with people and hurting someone's feelings is not going to allow. You shouldn't expect them to want to be around you too much once you do that to them, because that's not really fair on that person. Their feelings are just as important as yours. Um, so consider that. Consider that you need to be more careful with people around you and how you treat them, because ultimately, if that treatment was given to you, you would roar, and it wouldn't be very nice. And you've done it, so just work on that. Um, so yeah, those are your negative traits anyway. Um, what I want you to do is I would like you to find an astrologer that you can that can help you learn about what's coming ahead in your daily, weekly, monthly forecast. They can tell you what's happening ahead. Also, do a little bit of research on your own sign. Figure out what you can do. Watch the video back. Write down some points that I've made about yourself. See where you stand, what you can incorporate, what you don't want to incorporate, whatever. Just learn more about yourself. Look up things about yourself. I also want you to research an artist that is a Leo and see what they've done in their lifetime, what they've achieved, the failures that they've had, and see if there's anything that you can do to incorporate that into your life as an individual in your career. And so I thank you for watching the video. I hope you all have a blessed day and month ahead. I'll be back again with some more videos to expand on what I've told you, um, and see if we can help. Not see, because we will make you a better person, and help grow you as an individual. So yeah, thank you for watching, and take care.